You wouldn't fool me, would you? Because I'm not fooling you.
Hello out there. This is Reality In-Laws. I'm comic actor MD Cappy, here with my sister-in-law Melissa, who happens to be a guidance counselor and is also my guidance counselor. We break down what 90 Day Fiance and reality TV reveals about love, culture, family, and questionable life choices. Today, we're going to break down the couples of the newest season of 90 Day Fiancé Season 12, which is Actions Speak Louder Than Words. I'm going to say that one more time, ladies and gentlemen, because it's true. Actions speak louder than words. Remember that always. So, without further ado, here she is. Applause. The great Melissa. What do you say?
I say hello, Cappy.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hello.
So I guess we know where you stand on the issue about actions speaking louder than words.
Oh, yeah. It's all about actions. Words usually are very hollow to me. You got to back them up.
Well, it's really funny because actually in this episode, it seems to me that it's all about words and conversations. The conversations, yeah, right? Like they're the most interesting part of this entire episode.
I didn't see many actions. I saw a lot of just a lot of just chattering back and forth. Either it's bickering or trying to get on the same playing field.
That's
but yeah,
true. But in some ways, it's good that we didn't see all the actions because then we'd be watching Rașit's asshole getting cleaned. Nobody.
By his $25 bidet that he was not happy with. I wanted the $800 bidet. Well, you're not getting it, asshole.
Wow. Before we start, I have a poll for you.
Okay.
I didn't even, you have not pre-screened this poll. Are you ready?
I have not. Throw it at me. I'm ready.
All right. I have this idea that, I love like these supporting characters. I think they're really fascinating. They come and go, right, in the 90-day universe. And I think we should give awards, like a friend and family award to the best supporting, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who's going to win the friend and family award for today's episode? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 choices for you.
You have 5 choices.
Yes.
Are you going to give me the 5 choices, or do you want me to?
No, I'm going to give them to you. I'm going to give them to you. And if you want to go off my choices and pick a 6th choice, totally fine.
Okay. I am ready.
So he got his pen and pencil ready.
I do.
We're so low tech. Okay. So number 1, we have Dorothy from Kleinfeld's.
Love Dorothy.
I know, right? Number 2, we have Thomas's stepmom, Rini. Number 3, we have, I like Rini. We have the drunk friend who is doing Jaeger bombs at Shea's birthday party.
Oh, the lady with the blonde curly hair.
Yes. Okay. And then next we have Captain James from the Queen Mary ship.
I liked him.
I know you would. And then I have thoughts on him. And then lastly, we have
so do I.
Allison.
Okay. Can I give you now? When you ask me questions, I never give you a very simple answer, do I?
Why would you?
That is not in my DNA. So I'm gonna do your poll number wise from least to my favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
So my least favorite, I'm gonna say, is the Jaeger bomb lady.
Okay.
Although she was interesting. Excuse me. The next one I'm going to say, as much as I really like her, and I think she's all really cool, and she's a badass from Brooklyn, is Dorothy.
Okay. You have really good friends and family supporting characters when those two are at the bottom,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh. Then I'm gonna go Captain James. Although,
Mm,
like you said, we have some thoughts about him, but I thought the way he was dressed, the way he carried himself, I thought he was terrific.
okay.
Um, then I'm gonna, it's very close for me to pick either Allison or Rini because Rini is so much different than Allison, even though they're kind of the same. They're very snarky, but I'm gonna pick Rini, and then Allison is absolutely number one.
Okay. Allison wins your award. See, I would
Yeah.
go Rini winning my award
Well, if you're
because
well, let me ask you this. I'm sorry to interrupt you at this particular moment, but are you saying in a comedic way?
no, I'm okay. I'm saying in a way because Rini, we don't have figured out yet. Like, what the hell is going on with Rini? Like,
Oh,
is she serious? Is she an asshole, or is she like
I think that's
I don't
her.
have I
Yeah,
don't
I
have her
think that's
figured
her.
out. Whereas
Yeah.
I think I have Allison figured out. So
Yeah.
I'll give
I,
Allison
it's-
number 2.
I don't think Allison is very hard to figure out. Um,
But Rini, what is the deal with Rini? Oh my
my
gosh.
The
Yeah.
deal is, I think she really just does not like Paula, and if I may say, she's the boss on that farm.
Okay.
She's the
Yeah.
boss. And I think and her comments, I think, are not only snarky, but they're actually funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe she's just a really good deadpan comic. I don't know. I don't have it figured out. I
She's a
can't.
great straight man. She's a great straight man, as we say in the comedy trades.
So of
So,
all the conversations this
uh
week,
huh.
um, it's really interesting. I think Mallory and Rașit is fascinating because it goes from quite fun and they're very connected and they're laughing, and then it ends with them quite explosively.
Uh huh.
So
Yep.
let's start with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we start with them. They are he's installing the bidet. And he says very funny statements that I think he knows are funny. Like, I can wash my asshole. Do you want to see?
Do you want to watch? She's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. She closed the door but he's saying it while he's doing it. Oh, this is so good. You hear him from behind the closed bathroom door. This is so good, baby. This is so good. You got to try it. And you see her face like, geez, what am I getting myself into with this guy?
Yeah. You can do the Venn diagram with him and Edward for sure, with their temperaments.
Yeah,
Right?
you
And
can.
yeah, the other thing too that I just remembered also is there was a scandal not too long ago, maybe it's still going on, like in South Korea in particular, where there were people who would put cameras inside ladies' toilets. Yeah. Yeah, just to like watch what was going on from
Oh,
that angle in the
that's
toilet.
sick.
Yeah. That's sick, right?
Very,
So,
very sick.
yeah. So when he's like, "Can watch my asshole, do you want to see?" Like there are some people, I guess, into that in a non-consensual way. So yeah, this took a turn. Sorry, I was looking at your
Took a
face.
turn.
It
Yeah.
took a turn. But the key here is that this bidet cost only $25.
$25. It was in the budget.
Yes, and then we hear through the bathroom door, "Water, love my asshole."
Just imagine you have bidets in your home, and
Yes.
imagine someone in the other in the bathroom behind the door saying, "Oh, Melissa, you got to try this. This is so great. Come on in here, and you got to do it. You got to watch me." Can you imagine? Can you?
No, but I would imagine that for him, he's like, "Oh my gosh, all this time I haven't properly washed my tuchus," right? So
No, no.
he's like,
He's
he's
been
so
using
happy.
nah. He's been using barbaric Scott's tissue paper.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Poor guy. Um, So, oh gosh, it's really interesting too. And then like in their little interview, she makes this funny comment like, "Oh, you don't have a fan blowing in your ass, and it doesn't like Twitter your ball sack for you, and
I
if
know.
you had an
That was
$800
so.
bidet, you wouldn't need me anymore."
That was so. She comes up with some funny lines.
She
That
does, yeah.
was it. The bull sack. Oh my god! I had to pause it because I was laughing so hard.
And then his retort is like, "Shut up, motherfucker." Like
Oh
he learned
yeah.
that from somewhere in the South.
You
And he thinks
think?
that, yeah, I didn't like
Yeah.
that. I was like, not
No,
funny. Yeah,
not
his line
funny.
wasn't funny.
No,
But I mention it because it seems like a foreshadowing.
it is a foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they start talking about money. She's accounting for the bills. And this conversation really kind of stresses me out. Like, it just stresses me out because they're so stressed out about it.
Yeah.
Um, and then, I took a screenshot of their bills. So let me.
Oh, you did.
I did. I was like, what are these bills exactly? Because I'm interested in
I
just because
just
I'm
saw
not
her
in America.
mortgage. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw her mortgage. It was $1,482 a month, I think.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Approximately something like that. Her Costco bills were like 296, 127, 37, 114, 173. Her car insurance payments 144. I'm sorry, Mallory, but you did put this on TV, but I feel weird.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
know.
want my bills out there.
I know.
I don't even want my
No,
face
me
out
either.
there. I know.
No.
Let's see. So the car payment's 500, internet's 100, which quite frankly is like what I pay for internet in Malaysia. I know I'm overpaying for internet, but I want
I'm
the
not
best.
sure. I'm not sure. Um, I think that's about the going rate for high-speed internet is about $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got a bunch of Lowe's. I thought it said Loves at first. That's what made me like double check it,
Oh,
but it's
no.
Lowe's. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
every
was
time
like,
we go to Lowe's, Home
yeah.
Depot, it's $100, $100, $100.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's 32, 210, 16. She's got it like all down. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
power is 106. So my electric bill is crazy. But hers,
Yeah,
yeah. Anyway, I'm just
$106.
like,
Well,
I could do well in
106.
Alabama, minus the car payment.
Yeah. $106 for an electric bill is very cheap.
Right?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Very cheap.
Okay. So he's seeing this for the first time, of course.
Yeah.
And she's mentioning the grocery bill is doubling. He is taking offense. It gets hard for him. Again,
Yeah.
that man thing comes up of like,
Yep.
you're throwing this. And I understand. He's like, I can't do anything about it. So why are you showing this to me?
Well,
And,
yeah.
you have a different take.
I have a different take because he came here, he knew he wasn't going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what I do is I put myself in these fellas' shoes. If I was coming here from another country, yeah, you
Uh-huh.
have to be on a budget. You're not working. See, you can't ask for a lot of things. You can't demand a lot of things. And I thought he's coming across like, um, I don't want to use the word demanding, but I'm here now. So basically I'm here. You're gonna have to pay, and plus, I don't want to steal your thunder. But he says we still have to send my family money.
Yeah. So two
The
interesting things
yeah,
happen that escalate it, right? One
yeah,
is he's like, oh, okay.
yeah,
You're coming to me with all these bills. Fine. I'm gonna add to it, right?
yeah. I'm gonna add
100,
to it.
$150 to my family. Okay.
Yeah. How
And
do you think that made
then
her feel? Yeah,
she lashes back and it's like, well, okay, so now let's talk about prenup. Let me explain to you what a prenup is. And she explains it, right? So this is just escalating the conversation.
yeah,
She explains it as follows. She says a prenup is something in America. It's not just in America that says this is what I have and this is what you have. This house is mine. This money from my accident is mine. I'm paraphrasing here. If we should hate each other in 20 years and we break up, right? Like this is all nice and tidy, essentially.
yeah,
And he says, "You broke my heart right now."
yeah.
And she says, I've never seen a marriage work in my life. I've only seen the bad stuff. My parents divorced at 10, right? She was in the middle of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Right. He says, but this is just how it escalates so quickly, and then we can get into it. Yeah. He says, I don't care about your money, right? Why do you think we're going to break up? Like, I'm caring about that part of it.
Yes.
And she's like, if you don't want my money, then what's the big issue about signing it? He's like, well, in Turkey, if we break up, then we split it down the middle. And then
Yeah.
she says, I'm trying to protect myself. He says, it's not right, baby. And she says, I had a feeling you'd take it the wrong way. And then here we go. He's like, I don't want to speak more. This is not good.
Yep.
She says, okay, whatever. He says, what do you mean, whatever? And she's like, well, you're
Yeah.
focusing on the wrong thing. And he says, no, you're focused on the broke up. I'm focused on the marriage.
Yes.
She says, okay, whatever. Enjoy your fucking shop. He says, fuck you.
And slams the door. Yeah.
She slams the door. And it's really funny when she slams the door because there's like a spray painting. He must have spray painted a happy face on the door. So they have the happy face swinging, which I love that touch.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. And he's like, Allah, Allah. And that's where they end. So it's a huge escalation very, very fast.
It is. But, you and I had this discussion not too long ago about prenups.
I didn't say fuck you, but we were talking about prenups because you
we wouldn't curse at each other.
Just got married. Yeah.
And we were talking about it. So I heard your point of view. I had my point of view. And believe it or not, there was a part of me, albeit a very small part of me, that understood where he was coming from. Although he's wrong, because it is her money, it's her decision. And I do agree with you. I think a prenup should be talked about before any marriage, because you don't know what's going to happen. You know, you get married, you profess your love. Oh, I'm going to love you forever. You sign ketubas and marriage license, all those things. And yeah, everything is going to be rosy and bright, when in fact, you know, I've been married 47 times, so I know things. I know.
Only a slight exaggeration. No.
Slight. So these things do happen, but he wasn't thinking about that. And I'm going to give you just a very a minutia Cappy's Corner.
Oh.
It's called
An
emotion.
express.
An express.
An express Cappy's Corner.
Oh, I like that. There's something called emotional maturity.
Mm-hmm.
He's lacking that.
Yeah.
Because instead of just sitting there and saying, okay, I came here, she's carrying the burden of financially of everything. Let me at least listen to her. You know, don't fly off the handle and say fuck you and we had to send my parents money, all these things. You have to have emotional maturity. He doesn't have that. You know, I'm not picking on the guy. I'm just stating the fact.
Right.
And that bothered me about him. It bothered me about him because I think Mallory she's trying to be mature here, because you don't know what's going to happen, especially that he's from another country. It's not like they were neighbors and fell in love.
Well, I mean, look, you know how I feel about prenups, which is like I've worked in divorce court. I think, as a general rule, when you're getting married, the dissolution of your marriage is going to, if it dissolves, right, it's going to be decided by the state. So why not just set those terms for yourself? Everyone has a prenup, and that is whatever your state says, right? Or whatever the judge says in your case, right? That essentially is what you're agreeing to. So you can change those terms within what the law allows. You can change those terms as long as it's within what your state says is okay. So why not do that? You know, I just think, why not do that? But actually, in listening to them, and what's interesting here is I could really understand his side, because prenups aren't just for the dissolution of the marriage. It also sets the terms of the marriage. Yes. So he is learning, okay, what he's hearing. And look, I think he's immature and he's not necessarily hearing it the way I'm saying it.
Right.
But the lawyer in me, right, is thinking like, what actually she's saying is, while we're married even, right? Like, this money is mine. You're not touching
Yes.
this money, right? This is my
Right.
accident money. I'm putting it away. I don't care what you have to say about it. Like, this is my money. And this money issue comes up. And the other part too, look, is like premarital assets in general are protected from a divorce.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in Alabama, what the law is, but
Yeah.
I don't
me
think
either.
that, under most circumstances, like he's going to be entitled to that anyway. Maybe the gains on that over time, potentially. I don't know. No, I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty there. But
Right.
what's really interesting, I think, is for him, he's like, when you are married to someone, you do think, it's an ideal situation to get married like my parents did when you're 19, and then you have no
Yeah.
money, and then all the money is like your joint assets, right?
Exactly. Yes.
It's just like everything actually is 50-50. But I think nowadays it's like when most people get married, especially when you have such a wealth disparity here, and she's not wealthy, but even
No.
still to him, as it is a disparity. And we see the same things going on with Ashia and Maxwell. We see the same thing going on with Marissa and Edward, for example. And it's like this other person that I'm marrying has all this money that I don't have. How
Yeah.
can I be an equal partner with them?
Yes.
That has got to be a hard feeling. And apparently, especially for a man, because these are all men we're talking about, and there's something
Yeah.
tied up with manliness and money, which we see again and again.
Mhm.
I even, not as a man, would have a hard time with that. Like my grandma Edith would say, just as easy to marry a rich man than a poor man.
Yeah.
But when you marry a rich man, I don't know, but it's like they might have all this power over you just because they have this money.
Why I say,
But
yeah,
the flip
but
side is no one wants to be in a marriage and stuck in a marriage where you don't have any money at the end of it. You don't want to be stuck in a marriage and you're in a really bad situation for yourself and you're trapped and you have kids, or you're trapped even without kids because you have no money if you leave the marriage,
yeah.
right? Like that's also, so you can all see all the sides here.
Yeah.
You could understand
You can.
where that's coming from. All right, I'm sorry. That's my
Don't be sorry. No.
Melissa's Express Esquire corner.
Esquire. Very good. You get a point for that.
Yay.
I see your point of view about Rosh, that, yeah, I mean, if you're coming into a marriage with nothing, but you have to understand he's young. They're young. So
They're young.
in time, he will get a job. In fact,
Right.
I went a little ahead of the game. She says,
Right.
"Oh, he's really good at building things and all." So I
Right.
see him going into maybe construction, which
Right.
construction guys make really good money. So I see him probably making a decent living. I think he's a good worker. You saw when he was on Heaven's
Yeah.
Island with the sailboat. So he's going to make his own way financially.
He would be a great plumber. He's, like plumbers make good money, and he's like enthusiastic and fun, and like he could install a bidet. That could be, it could be like his thing.
Yeah, he could be leaning over with his ass crack showing.
Yeah.
Like most plumbers. I hate to generalize plumbers like that, but it's
No, of course, but I mean, look, he can do a lot of things. I mean, plumbing is good money, and
really good money. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got the looks for it. Like, who wouldn't want to call Rașit to come?
Yeah,
he's a he's a
hand. The tuchus, the clean tuchus. But that's how they left off, by cursing at each other. Really.
Yeah. That escalated.
It escalated. And I'm going to go on record as saying to you right now,
ooh,
the biggest thing I took out of this episode is the biggest problem, I think, in marriages today.
Yeah.
Because as you know, I studied the Gottman Institute. You sent me something from the Gottman Institute.
I did. Yeah.
You did, because you know me. None of these couples, I find, argue maturely.
Right.
And that's the biggest telltale sign if a relationship is going to work. And out of all these couples, every single couple, they don't know how to argue properly. It's
Right.
and it's not because I want to win, you want to win. No, you have to understand each other. It's not about winning or losing an argument. It's help me understand your point of view, and I'll give you my point of view, and then we get onto some common ground. I know that sounds very idealistic, but people can't have the relationship thought that I'm going to win. No, I'm right. You're wrong.
Okay.
Nothing.
So
Yeah.
okay. On that realm, before we get into our next couple,
Yeah.
I'm curious too. Okay.
Sorry.
Because if you're listening to us for the first time, I should tell
Uh-huh.
you. So Cappy just got married to my sister, and they
Yes.
came on their honeymoon to visit me in Asia.
Yeah, we did.
And which was awesome. And I miss you guys. But on the
We
way
miss you.
back, you had a whole debacle with your flight
Oh,
in the airport. Yes. Did you guys argue in the airport? Like, how did that work?
I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
and Jen, I love Jen dearly. You know that.
Yeah. I know my sister.
You know your sister.
I asked the question.
We did not argue. We
Okay.
did not argue. It could have escalated into an argument because when I finally figured out very quickly that there was no flight for us. It was canceled without any notification. There was a hopeless feeling. Now for a moment, when there's a hopeless feeling in a situation between a couple, the best thing to do is lean into one another and say,
Mhm.
I got your back, you got my back, let's figure it out together. And Jen's going to listen to this. She did not do that. What she did was she walked away from me and she started texting you. She started texting her mother, which I understand. She was in panic mode. I was on the phone with Expedia and I was trying to get
Right.
it all figured out. So it could have, if I wasn't an emotional, mature man,
Yeah.
I would have said, "What are you doing texting other people? Let's figure this out together."
Right.
Right?
Well,
But
I
I
would say
understand her because I
I
see
understand.
her.
Yeah, I
Because
see
I
your point
see
too.
her.
But I
Yeah.
do think texting me was a good idea because I could
Well,
help.
it's different, because you've done a lot of traveling.
Right.
You know all these things. You're like a professional traveler. Yeah, absolutely.
But, I understand. I love your mama, but like mom couldn't have in that situation helped other than
Right. And I
provide. But I
felt
know what
bad
you mean.
because we know how your mother is. And she
Can
even told me
worry.
when
Yeah.
I saw her,
No,
she
she's
goes,
worried.
I really didn't sleep until you got on the plane. We didn't get on the plane till 1 in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
it didn't
God.
take off till like almost 1:40 because there was some sort of medical event happening in the back of the plane. EMTs got onto the plane, and then the flight attendants had this booklet out. They didn't know how to file the paperwork right for a medical
Oh.
incident.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
it was kind of hysterical. And then they had the cockpit door open, which you never see
Right.
since 9/11. That's like a thing. The cockpit door is never open.
That's interesting.
So it was quite an escapade of events.
But you're
But then
home.
but we're home and, after we figured it all out, got new flights and all that, we were like we were dancing, we were like dancing into the music in the airport, having laughs. Believe it or not, out of something bad, something
Mhm.
good could happen.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
we made it fun.
Yeah. You made it fun.
We made it fun.
Yeah. If a couple can travel together,
Oh yeah, that's
then
a
yeah.
telltale sign of a pretty healthy relationship. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were very happy at your honeymoon here. We had so much fun.
It was
It was
so much fun.
I feel like my friends just left.
I know. I miss my friends.
What was your most like favorite part of because you've never been to Malaysia?
No.
What was your favorite or most surprising part of your trip?
I wasn't surprised because I've been to many islands. So the
Uh-huh.
island life, the food was surprising because, it's all, Malaysian food, Thai food, Asian food, all that stuff. But my favorite thing, would you
Uh-huh.
like to know what my favorite thing about Malaysia?
If you say me, I'm going to say no. You got to say something else about the country.
No,
Oh, okay. So it's not me? Oh, man.
it is you. Of course
See? I knew you were going to
yeah.
say it was me.
I
But
got you.
you did a switcherooski.
I did. No, besides you and Marky Mark, um, the club.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Resort life. Mm-hmm.
resort life. That was an amazing couple days that we spent there. Uh, but
Mm-hmm.
that hotel you sent us to
Yeah.
was
The Eastern and
amazing.
Oriental. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cannot thank you enough.
Yeah. Well, they don't sponsor the show, but
I
we
wish
could
they
still give
did.
them a shout out. I'm glad you had a
Eastern
honeymoon within your honeymoon.
Oriental. Oh my God. We had many honeymoons within the honeymoon.
That's awesome.
It
Yeah.
was. It was awesome. I have so many highlights. And I told Jen at Sunday after we fixed all the flight stuff, we were sitting there and I said, it's going to take us a while to really think back and say, wow, what's the highlight?
Yeah.
What's
That's
exciting in
great.
your mind? The Spice Garden, the cooking class, the rainforest bathing. I've spoken
Yeah.
to a few people already. I did my podcast this morning, and they looked at me like, "What in the hell is a rainforest bathing?"
Well, those guys.
Yeah,
Like
I
New
mean,
York comics.
they're those guys were Neanderthals, and they had no idea, but it was an amazing experience. It was.
That's so wonderful.
Well,
Yay.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What was the best
Mhm.
part of us being there?
Oh, there was so much. I mean, I just
Yeah.
enjoyed your company, obviously,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed also like you playing with Scribbles, the rabbit. I think that was very
Aw,
sweet.
it
Um,
was.
I love taking you to new restaurants,
That was
like
great.
local kind of restaurants, where
Yep.
there aren't like tourists and foreigners, and that was fun. That always gives me pleasure to do. To
Yeah,
give
I
someone
loved it.
like an experience that you wouldn't get on like a normal tour.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, you would not.
Yeah.
You would not. Mm-mm. No.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
Okay.
I'm glad you guys got back okay without, without a Mallory Rașit kind of a fight. But
No.
what's really interesting, actually, if you compare and contrast Mallory and Rașit's argument or their escalation fight, right, to Ashia and Maxwell's, which is almost the opposite. It's like a de-escalation. And I actually I found it really baffling. So I really want to talk to you about it because I don't understand.
Yeah, I've been
I watched it
I've been
4
dying to talk
times.
to you about this restaurant
Okay.
scene with them. Yes.
I watched it 4 times and I'm none the wiser. So
And
I'm
that's
like,
big coming from you.
yeah, I think they're playing each other, yet I'm not sure. I really don't know. But we joined them after they had argued, right? And now they're at a restaurant. Found it
Mhm.
super interesting. And, it just starts out like, how does it start out? Like, she's questioning his questioning God about the marriage. She's like,
Mhm.
in the car, you were saying, like, are you sure that God really wants us to be married?
Yeah.
And you were 100% up until this trip. So why all of a sudden are you shaky?
Mhm.
Is her question.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, like and what his response makes sense. So it starts out making sense to me. His response is like, I want peace between you and my family.
Yeah.
Simple, right? Then the waiter comes and gives some drinks.
Yeah.
And she's like, of course. And she's like, I'm not disrespecting the family. And then he's like,
Yeah.
you better not. And she goes, hush. And he's like, don't tell me to hush again. Just talk.
Yeah.
Fascinating. And then at this point, she gets up and walks away, goes to the
Fascinating.
restroom. I find that fascinating because it's like she takes a pause, knows she needs to pause and
Yeah.
regroup.
Yeah.
It seems almost like they're playing chess here. The way
It
they're
did.
interacting at
And
this
it's
point in
funny.
time.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
thought she got up to leave
So did
because,
Mark.
yeah,
So
because
did
she didn't
Mark.
say,
Yeah.
I need to go to the ladies' room for a moment. Excuse me. She didn't say that. She just got up and walked. She
Yeah.
walked
Mark's like,
away.
she's walking out. And I was like,
Oh
no,
yeah.
I don't think she is. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But
Okay.
sh but it did shift a couple of times. Her tone and her words changed.
They
You're
are,
questioning God,
yeah.
and then she asked him 2 or 3 times, "Are you choosing me or yes or no? Are you choosing me?" So she wasn't saying, "Is God telling you to choose me?" She was saying, "Are you choosing me?" And
Yeah.
and I felt within myself that she was a little bit of in panic mode.
Okay. So can I rewind?
Yeah.
Because the way these escalate or de-escalate is like with Mallory and Rașit, it escalated super fast. So here we have almost like a
Fast.
de-escalation, right?
Yeah.
And it happens like they are so calm. They're very calm.
Very calm.
And it's strange to me, right? And then she comes back, right? And she's like, I don't even know. It's very interesting. So she's like, if this isn't what you want to do, just let me know. Like, just say it. I can pack up my mom and we can fly back to the US. And she's not screaming or anything. She's just, it's almost like they're playing poker now. Like,
Oh,
is
yeah.
she bluffing? What's going on? And he's
Mhm.
like, and you'd be good? He's very surprised. And she
Yeah.
goes, I'll be okay.
I'll
Time
be
heals all
okay.
wounds.
Yeah.
And that seems inconsistent with what she's saying about God, right? Like
Very
God wants,
inconsistent.
okay,
Yes.
okay, right?
Yeah.
He goes, wow. And then to the camera, she's like, if he's not in 100%, or she says more like this, like, if he has 1% doubt, then, then we need to know tonight. And then we join them in the second segment, right back here again.
But wait a minute. Before the second
Yeah.
segment, she
Uh-huh.
was giving him an ultimatum.
Yeah.
I wanna know now.
Yeah.
It's
We have a lot of
happening tonight.
ultimatum. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In this
Which
episode, everyone's basically giving that ultimatum in a way.
and
Yeah.
ultimatums usually it's not very nice to give someone an ultimatum, especially when it comes to something as major as that.
Yeah. It's
I wanna
strange.
know now. You wanna be with me, yes or no? I wanna know right now, tonight.
Right.
Well, can we have a conversation first? That would be lovely.
I dated a guy who used to give himself ultimatums. Like, if
He
I
used to
don't
give
change my
himself
behavior, yeah, bye. So, if I can't lock in, bye. And he'd give me, like spring break or whatever. Then, then okay, then we should end. And I'm like, that's so weird.
Wow, he
Like,
would give himself ultimatums.
yes, dude. It's so funny.
Wow. That
And that doesn't work either, in case you're wondering.
I don't know if that's emotional maturity or zaniness.
It's zaniness. It's
It's
zaniness. It's a
zaniness,
man with
yeah.
too many therapists.
I have one, by the way.
One is enough, if
Yeah,
you're in
one
like
is
if you got
plenty.
3 and you're giving yourself ultimatums.
Yeah, yeah. Most people will tell you don't even go. You shouldn't even see more than one therapist because
Right,
most
right,
therapists have different avenues of guiding
right,
you. Yeah.
right. So, then Aisha says a funny thing too. So then she's like, you said that God told you that your wife was in the South, correct? I'm like, good grief. So
I know. Oh,
right, he
jeez.
obviously made that up and told her.
Yeah.
Right, and she's
Oh,
throwing it
yeah,
back. So now
absolutely.
he's got to like play that card because
Yeah.
so he's got to play that card. And then she's definitely not a fan of doubt, which is funny. And then
No.
she's like, look, if the concern's your family, I love your family, so don't worry about that. And he says, this is your point, I choose you, baby. I love everything about you, baby.
Yeah.
And I just write in my notes, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So he turns there. And then they just start making wedding plans very matter-of-factly.
And she said the key word, Maxwell, is partner. You have to be a part of it. I'm like, okay, that's
Okay.
really
Okay.
profound.
It's so profound. And I'm sure, I wonder what partner is in his language, but whatever. So what the fuck? I don't understand what happened here. Because
Neither do I.
it's like, are they making a business deal? Is she believing in God? What is going on? What is going on in this scene?
You want my honest opinion?
Yes.
I think he's very much in doubt. I think he's very much in doubt for, even though he wants his parents' approval so badly. I really do feel deep down he's a little intimidated by her.
Right.
Even though he tells her to hush, stop speaking, all those things, all of that stuff. I do think he, because all of a sudden he was like, I don't know. I choose you, baby. Who flips like that? Who
A guy
flips
who,
like that, Melissa?
I think a guy who wants a green card.
Bingo.
And I don't say that lightly because I usually don't. I
No.
don't really understand having to like manipulate someone to get a green card. That just is
Yeah.
like so odd to me to like have that
Yeah.
ongoing scam.
Yeah.
But maybe he has some kind of, maybe he has an attraction to her and he
You
can
know,
have a life with her.
yeah,
Or maybe he just wants to dump
yeah.
her. I'm just not sure.
And
The
there's a
read
lot of
is-
men that like, I don't want to say bossy women, that's a terrible thing to say, but strong-minded women. Maybe he, or maybe he or maybe
But
he
there's
just
one.
does.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
A strong-minded woman could be a euphemism for someone like Ashia, who's just very controlling of the situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But a strong-minded woman is just a woman with a mind.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to be politically correct and very nice about it.
Oh, I see. Got you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is funny, because all things go back to Love Island this week. So, Zach has said about Catie that he likes, I think he said something like he likes a strong woman, like he
Yeah.
and she is. And that is different from, I want someone who's going to control me. It's just like, I like a woman with a thought in her head,
Yeah.
It's like,
Sure.
I like someone who's, who's strong and fun, whatever, is different from, I want someone who's super controlling and
Right.
gonna tell me what to wear and tell me what to eat and tell me how to do chemical peels on my face and tell me
Yeah.
I have to whiten my eyes.
Uh-huh.
Very different.
There
And
are men that I don't want to say they're emasculated, but they like the woman to take charge in a relationship.
okay, so this word emasculation, I take issue with it, and it comes up with Marissa and Edward. So why don't we actually jump to them? Because, if you don't mind, because that is a really good segue.
No, I have thoughts on Marissa this week.
You always do. I wonder
always
if
do.
we're gonna come out on this
I
one.
think I think we're going to disagree on this one.
Okay,
Yeah, but that's okay.
that's okay.
Yes.
That's why we're family.
That's why we're family. And America, don't forget, America was built on a disagreement and arguments. So
Yes.
go ahead. Yes.
Okay. So we start out, they're driving to New York City. They drive through Jersey. And like anyone driving through New Jersey, they ask the age-old question, is that a fart or is that New Jersey?
I know. Who hasn't said that driving through New Jersey?
No one.
No. Said
no
one ever, ever, ever. No.
Actually, to be honest, it's not just New Jersey. We get that in Staten Island. We also get it in Yaphank on Long Island. No?
Because of the landfills.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So, sorry, Jersey.
Sorry.
But I love Edward.
Dirty
'cause
Jersey.
Edward's like, for the first time in my life, I'm going to be like a tourist, he says. And
Yeah.
you think, like, in his perspective, he's been in the service industry in DR, right? And so obviously he's been waiting on tourists and not having the flip of like, I'm going to the new place this time.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to see the tourist destination.
Yeah.
And it's so sweet. I love that feeling. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. And it's very sweet. He shows, so then they arrive in New York City and she has an apartment there. And she does this very interesting thing where as she's showing it around, she's also like self-deprecating.
She
This
is.
is the luxurious kitchen and it's a small
Yeah.
kitchen. And like, this is,
Mhm.
so we see, and I think, okay, hear me out. I think she reminds me of my sister. Like my sister would do that. And I think that I think that your connection, I would say parasocial connection with Marissa is in some ways like, I think she is in some ways reminiscent of my sister. Cappy is thinking. For those who are just listening, he's deep
Yeah.
in thought.
Yes, I am deep in thought.
Yeah. He's scratching his chin.
But there's a lot of reasons why she reminds me of your sister.
Yeah,
Not
of
just
course.
because of those things.
The self-deprecation.
The self-deprecation and a little bit of an insecurity and but the vulnerability.
Yeah.
There's vulnerability in the episode with Marissa here, which we will get to.
Vulnerability makes great fences. repaired
by Crown Molding.
that was the original line of the poem, and then he decided he went on a revision and
he put in a revision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's playing with the trash can and the motion sensor in the trash can, which is always very endearing. And then she cuts him off, like, please don't do that again. Can't do this for another 5 minutes.
That's like your sister, because I'm a scooch like that. I'll play with something because I'm playful, because you have to keep things light in this world because life is tough enough. So he was just having fun, and then there comes serious Marissa saying, all right, enough.
I think that if it's like my sister, it is like tongue in cheek. Like that's her way of being funny.
Yes, it is her way of being funny. Like, yeah, enough. It's not funny anymore, even though she kind of thinks
to her,
that's
funny.
Yes.
Yeah. When if she were to say like, okay, enough with the garbage pail, let's go. Like that to her is a joke, I think. I don't know if it's a joke for Marissa, but for my sister, it's like the Hoka situation when you guys were in the shoe store.
Oh, absolutely. And I like to, how I am with the English language. I love to figure out words and statements. So I said to her today, we've been dealing with a little jet lag, so we're both still a little sleepy here and there. So I just looked at her. We were just sitting on the couch earlier, and I said, you know what, Jen? I don't understand the term making your bed.
Okay.
So she looked at me and she knew where I was going, trying to figure it out. And she's like, oh, God, here you go again. Stop with that stuff.
You are so my dad. Okay.
And she's like, I don't know. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Well, when I taught English language learners, like they'd ask me questions like, oh, why does it say out of order? When a machine, like I said, the Coke machine is out of order, like, what does that mean? It doesn't have order. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's
the
question.
English language is a fascinating language, is it not?
Yeah, totally. And then with Edward too, it's like he's not in his native tongue, but also he sees New York for the first time and he understands her more. It's like when you understand someone's language or you learn their language, you can understand them more.
Yeah.
The same with like when he's in New York City, he's like, I understand her now. She's always like, move, move, move.
Yes.
And it's true. When you're in New York City, you can't do anything fast enough. Like,
no,
everything happens very fast.
Very fast.
So
the
interesting part with them is when they go to eat or have drinks, and for me anyway, they have this conversation, and he starts by saying that he's feeling aggravated.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's been pent up for some time and he's just getting it out now.
It's been building.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, I've never felt like I've had all this pressure on my shoulders, like in my whole life.
Yeah.
Like I'm coming from nothing and you have everything. And our
Hmm.
lifestyle and all these things, it's a dream for someone. And to
It
be
is, but
part of it is not
she doesn't
easy.
have everything.
Okay, no.
He's
But
talking
hang
about the
on. Yeah.
material things.
The
Yeah.
material things.
Yeah.
And I think just to relate that to Rașit, for example, like if you're relating like Rașit also, we were discussing how for him with the prenup and everything, it highlights to him that these aren't his things, and how
Yeah.
he's actually living with someone who has much more than he has, material wise, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And Edward also, it's like it's a dream, and yet it's not easy,
No.
and it's not his. And
But
she makes it very
yeah,
clear in this conversation, and
it's
without
my
saying it,
house. It's
that
my house. It's my
that
things.
it's not his.
Yes.
And for me, that would be hard. If I were in his shoes, it would be hard for me. And I'm not a man from a macho kind of culture.
No, you're not. And I think we have to give Edward a little credit because he doesn't say anything. He doesn't. It seems like it's okay for him that Marissa says it's hers. Everything is hers. That doesn't bother him.
Right. What bothers him is like when he says to the camera, like, she feel like I'm another kid. I'm 32-year-old man. I grew up
Yeah.
myself, basically. I've always been the man. It's very hurtful. He uses the word hurtful, and that comes up a lot in this episode. And she act like everything is fine. So that's like hurtful to him.
Mhm.
And he says to her, and he also says, I have something to say to her, and I know she's not going to like it. And he says, you like to have control of everything.
Mhm.
Like, listen, I'm going to take control of everything because I'm the man.
Yeah.
And I know how to handle things.
That
And
was a
that
little
is where I cringed.
cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Me too. Even as a man, I cringed at that statement. Yes.
Oh, and what's funny is she says, when you say that, I just cringe. Actually, she says that, but I think she cringes for a different reason. I think. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know,
could. My take on why she cringed is I don't think she's ever had a man that could do all those things for her that she needs for herself. Bless you.
Well, I muted it so you wouldn't hear me. Actually,
I know.
Did you hear not? Yeah. Thank you, though. I think I'm getting a cold. So I think, I mean, I think, I don't know, because she's like, I'm looking for a strong man. And I don't know if even like, if you can do that. Like, you can't fix a fence, man.
No. But you know what? But let me ask you a question. He did fix the fence.
He fixed the fence. Yeah.
He fixed the fence.
Yeah, that's an astute statement. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
It just, she didn't like the way he did it.
Right.
But he did fix the fence.
I need to keep that in mind because Mark is fixing the washing machine.
Right. The clock is ticking, Mark. She made a very telling statement to me that's really stuck out to me. Besides her asking, "Did you bring your own toothbrush?" Which is a very telling statement. Did you bring your own toothbrush? So she's always had to take care of everyone.
Yeah.
By her saying that, I don't think that was a controlling thing. I think she's just so used to taking care of everybody and taking care of everything.
Yeah.
She has to ask those questions. But the second telling thing she said that really stuck with me is, I'm tired of people letting me down.
Yeah.
And I think she's terrified. And I thought that was a very vulnerable statement to make. That she's just really tired of people. I'm tired of people letting me down. And I think she's afraid this may happen again.
Yeah. I think that is interesting, right? But you can't prevent someone from letting you down by controlling them.
No, but I don't think she's trying to control him. I
She's
think
not trying to control them. Yeah, that's his perception.
that's his perception. But see,
And it's not an unrealistic perception.
It's not unrealistic, but how I view Marissa is this is all fear-based.
Of course.
Yeah, it's all
Yes.
fear-based. I think she's very terrified of being let down again. And she doesn't want to let that happen. So for her not to be let down by her saying, "Did you bring your own toothbrush?" is take care of yourself. Where's the money? Even though he knew exactly where in her pocketbook where the money was. That seemed odd to me. Why?
Oh, that whole money. Yeah. Yeah.
He has pockets in his pants, right? I'm saying that tongue in cheek.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. That whole.
Yeah.
But
hold your own money. Yeah.
That was the next day. So we'll jump around a little bit, but that part from the next day.
Oh, that was after the makeup sex.
Yeah, but that was after the makeup sex. But my read on that is this. Okay, like she's like, I'm not going to like check 6 times, or what did she say? Like, oh, I've checked it 6 times. I'm not going to find it now in the purse. It's not in here. So definitively, kind of like annoyed at him. And then, really rudely. And then he finds it right away and they laugh it off. But I think it's included because it's emblematic of like she's neurotic and thinks that he can't do stuff. But actually, he can do stuff. He pulled the money right out. I think that's supposed to show that he's capable and she's putting him into
and I
this,
saw it differently. I saw it differently.
I wouldn't say that that's what happened. I think it was included to show that.
Yeah.
That was my take on it. Like, that's what we're seeing. How did you take? What was your take on it? Because I do want to go back to the night before, but what is your take?
My take on it is if I was going out with Jen, I would put my own money in my own pocket. I wouldn't, I've asked her to hold certain things for me because I don't have a lot of pockets and I don't carry a purse or a pocketbook. But if it's my money or whatever money, my money, it's going in my pocket. I'm responsible for it. Why do you have to put it in your girlfriend's pocketbook? I didn't quite understand that. Maybe I'm hanging on to that. I don't know. I didn't understand why she had to hold his money.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, when my parents are traveling here, oftentimes my mom will hold the money.
Yeah.
And then give my dad the money. I don't think he's like emasculated because of that.
No.
I just think it's like
you're
in a new country.
Yeah, I think your mother's in charge of the money mostly.
She's got the purse.
She's got the purse. She's got
Marissa does remind me of my mom also, like that whole like
a little bit,
traveling with my mom would be like, do you have this? Do you have that? Yeah.
I can't wait to travel with your mother. We're going to have so much fun together.
She's a hoot. She's so fun. Oh my God. She's like the thing with my mom is she's everybody's bestie. Like everyone's like, oh, she's my best friend. Yeah, she has that quality.
Yeah, but I'm not only your best friend, I'm her son-in-law now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
So back to that night before, because she does say something, she's like, because he says, I'm not the kind of person where I'm going to like just be in bed and doing nothing.
Yeah.
I just need time. Like he did just freaking arrive, right? He just arrived.
Yes.
And she says, I do have faith in you as a person. And I do believe you can be very successful here. And then she says this. She says, but I've yet to see you be successful in your life at all. And that's where he goes into that like respect thing. I think that statement reads really awfully coming from someone who was born into the economic situation that she was born into with the advantages that she has had in life. even if you're born into such an advantageous situation, you still have to work hard to prove yourself and to do things. And I know that. I'm aware of that. But even still, come on. Like, that's really hurtful. I think that's the hurtful statement. That would hurt me.
Yeah, that would hurt me. And he lived in the Dominican Republic. He was working at a restaurant in a karaoke bar. That's how they met. And I have a little trivia question. Do you remember the song she mentioned that she sang at the karaoke?
No, I don't remember any of this, actually.
She sang
I
"Walk
didn't
Like."
remember this.
Yeah, she said I sang "Walk Like an Egyptian," and that's how they met. So maybe that was successful for a local yokel Dominican Republican young man working in the hotel industry.
I don't want to use the phrase local yokel, but
It's
no,
it's an old style term.
I think, yeah, it's a term used by people who would sing "Walk Like an Egyptian" in karaoke.
Yeah, exactly.
I think coming to New York is the land of opportunity, is the biggest land of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're someone like Mito, it's LA or something. But I think
Yeah.
people, when they come to New York, it's like anything is possible. They walk around New York the way he walked around New York City when he was on his own, bumping into things, looking up, because you're looking up. The way you walk around on your honeymoon, looking at everything, tripping.
I know.
In my neck of the woods. I think that the thought of being in New York, all you need is time, and you can make something amazing of yourself, is what everyone thinks when they come to New York. And I think Marissa's like, I kind of know better in a way, and she does, yet the way she said it, that delivery comes off as really entitled and really rude. And also, look, like, she can help him. Whatever his idea is,
Oh, yeah.
she is in the position to help him. And he's got such a great personality that
He does.
he can really, he can really do things. Who knows what they are? I don't know. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, his personality really,
yeah.
I thought his personality really shined when she introduced him to everybody in Kleinfeld's.
Exactly.
He was, I thought he was warm and inviting and hugging everyone. It looked like they fell in love with him on the spot. So,
and she fell in love with that.
yes.
That, as you said, like that local yokel feeling about him is his charm,
it's his charm.
You don't want that feeling of being excited about how the garbage pail works or how tall the buildings are in New York. Like, who wants that to go away? It's beautiful.
It's beautiful
for an adult man who can take care of himself, right? To have. That's beautiful. Yeah.
It is. It is. Edward impresses me.
He impresses me up until he feels emasculated because
with the respect when he's used the word. Yes.
Yeah.
That rubbed me the wrong way.
I will be in control. I will control you. That's that's where he lost me.
And probably if he was sitting right here, he would say, well, I'm talking about just general respect, being respected as a man. I don't think he meant that. I think he meant it as respect, having the respect from her.
Yeah. In his relationship, he needs.
In his relationship.
And he does, but also the one-upmanship. Because. Because he's the man, I think. Yeah. We'll see.
And that is a theme with this program, isn't it?
It is a theme.
It's a theme.
It is a theme.
It really is a theme.
Okay, so let's go to Thomas and Paula, because I find also their conversations to be quite interesting. And we can look at that also in context of whether or not this theme comes out with them, because again, she's 10 years older than he is, which isn't a huge age difference, but the difference between being 30 and 40 or 31 and 41 life-wise is different. And she, I think, was married before. It's like she does have some life experience that he doesn't have. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, in this conversation, I'll just flat out say to you, he comes off to me as very whiny. And I'm wondering
Yes.
if that's your read also, or are we missing something that wasn't shown here? Okay, so it starts out with
No.
them. They're on the balcony,
He's whining.
and he's whining. Okay.
He's actually pouting on the
He's
balcony.
pouting.
He's
Yeah.
pouting. Yeah.
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 Okay. And it's God. I mean, you don't want to see that from a man or a woman. Like, I don't even want to
No.
want to gender it, but
No.
him saying things like, "I don't know what you want from me." It's just like, "We'll go shopping." Like, "I don't care. It's fine." Whiny, whiny. And she says, and she seems very calm. And
Yeah.
she's like, "It's not about going shopping. It's about you hearing what I need."
Yes.
Well said. Thomas goes, okay, this is the part where I'm like, what? Did I miss something? Yeah, I'm hearing you, but you're being pretty abusive with some of the stuff you're saying without an
Mhm.
apology. Like, you don't even apologize about any of that. Like, and then he mimics the apology he wants. "Hey, sorry how I acted earlier.
Right.
I was a little bit hot-headed." That's what he wants her to
So
say.
he was
And
kind of
I'm,
mansplaining how he wanted an apology.
yeah,
Yeah.
which would make, for example, my sister go off.
Yeah, I
But
know.
she's looking down, and she's composing herself. And she says, "Do you want to talk, yes or no? I just want to talk about my feelings. I'm hurt." She
Yes.
didn't go into like, it wasn't abusive, it was da 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 da, which I thought was great. But then she says to the camera, "Thomas really pissed me off earlier, and I'm trying to tell any type of way, through fighting, through screaming, through telling, through crying." And I'm like, did you do all of those things? Because I didn't see it, and I'm
We
confused.
didn't see it.
Yeah, so maybe we
Yeah.
missed something.
Well, they were
Um,
bickering the past several weeks back and forth a
yeah,
lot. A lot. So
yeah,
maybe they were alluding to that, all of that.
yeah. I'm not
Uh,
sure,
I'm not
because
really sure either.
if she was abusive, like, that's not great. But we
No.
didn't see that, did we? Like, right? We didn't see her being in any way abusive toward him.
No, she kind of mocked him the first time with the perfume, I think, but no, I
That's
didn't see.
dismissive. That's not
That's
abusive.
dismissive. I didn't see any abusive behavior on her part. I did not.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought I saw abusive behavior on his part,
Right. Potentially. But
potentially.
not really. I don't want to say abuse. Because
Borderline.
again, if you use the word
Yeah,
abusive, I'm
I know
like,
that's a very strong
either,
term. That's strong.
yeah, either she's abusive or you're being whiny. And here's
Yeah,
the thing. I liked Thomas at first,
yeah.
and I still like him, seeing him with his family and stuff. I like him. I like them. But
He became
I could
likable.
not do it with this guy. Like,
No, no, no. He became, and maybe the show does that on purpose because when
right.
he gets to his family and he talks about the problems that Paula had with the mother and all these different things with social media,
Yeah.
um, there was a likability factor when he was home.
Yeah.
And there was a
Yeah.
likability at the turn when the conversation turned
Yeah.
on the balcony and
Yeah.
they leaned
Yeah.
into each other. They leaned into each other and, I want to make this work. I love you.
Yeah.
Let's make this
We
work.
have, a very, very quick de-escalation. But
Very
this
quick.
one,
Very
right,
quick.
this one seemed more, I want to use the word normal, but seemed more believable or natural
It
than whatever
did.
was going on with Ashia and Maxwell.
Oh, that was
Because they
I'm
hugged.
sorry. They hugged. You know,
And
uh,
you know what else is quite similar about it too? Like, they have the reconciliation, and then they go into like marriage planning mode, right? The
right
same thing
away.
with Ashia and Maxwell, same with Thomas and Paula.
Mhm.
But with Thomas and Paula, it just comes off more like these are two people who do care and love for each other and will plan a wedding. Whereas Ashia and Maxwell sound like they were planning, like they were playing cards. It seemed like but that just could be their
Yeah.
way. But I don't think so.
No,
Uh,
Asian Maxwell, it sounded more it felt more like they were just planning a business meeting.
yeah. So when Thomas and Paula hugged on the balcony like that, even Mark was like, Mark's like, oh, okay, maybe they'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel the same.
I
And her
felt, you know, I
apology
felt
was
very,
good.
I felt
She
positive when
Yeah.
they hugged it out,
Yeah.
and they were speaking very kindly, and they were, you know, canoodling on the balcony. I'm like,
Because she also gives an ultimatum, though. You know what I mean? But it's different with her because she says, "I'm sorry I hurt you with my words." There's that word hurt again. "I
yeah,
know it's not the best approach, but I don't feel heard, and I don't want to blackmail you and say I want to go back to Brazil." Right?
yeah,
I want to find a middle way,
yeah.
right?
But she
I
says it
but
again.
but I'd prefer to go back than to fight with you.
Yeah,
Like, I get it. Like, I don't want to fight
yeah,
with you. And he
yeah,
says something interesting. He says, "I don't want you to leave. I
yeah.
don't want to start over."
Well, that got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see your face. You
I'm
cringed
cringing.
too.
Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
cringed because, all right, I always take the lead on this one. I'll ask you, why did you cringe at that statement?
Because it wasn't like, "I want to be with you and I love you." It was like, want I don't want to start over could mean any number of things. The best interpretation would be, "I don't want you to go back to Brazil and we have to start the K-1 visa again. Takes too
Yeah,
long."
I didn't
But
take
that's
that. I did,
right.
yeah.
That's the most generous interpretation you can give
Very,
Thomas there, right? Yeah.
very,
Because it sounds like I don't want to, like, just be back in the single game again or whatever. I don't, you know what I
very
mean?
generous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now Paula says, "Please recognize that I have different needs from you." Like, just say that. And he
Yeah,
tries to argue and say, like, about the decision. And she says, "I'm not asking for a decision or furniture. Can you please just acknowledge that I have different needs?" And he says, "Yeah, I recognize that." And she says, "Thank you, Thomas." And
yeah,
that's when they hug. Because she's like, "This is the minimum that I need. Can you meet me here?" Essentially, right? And he's like, it's actually, he must feel like, "Oh, that was actually really easy." I feel like she's training him. Like, "All I
yeah.
need is you to say this, and then we'll hug." And,
And maybe
you know,
that's her life experience. She's been through apparently a marriage, a divorce, what have you.
right, right.
So
And,
what they
hmm
showed us, Melissa, is
uh-huh,
the proper way, even though they went around it a couple odd ways and said a couple of things, but what they did was they leaned into each other. I'm giving my relationship advice again. Um, they leaned into each other. They said what they had to say calmly. And
uh-huh,
instead of saying, you know, it's going to be my way or I'm right, you're wrong, they decided to listen to one another and
right,
understand each other.
right,
And
right.
and I really enjoyed watching that part of it.
Aw,
I
yeah,
did. I
yeah.
did. I
Aw.
really did.
Most people
And
enjoy the fights and stuff, but you're like, "Oh,
oh,
I
I
like the
know.
reconciliation."
I know the I do like the reconciliations because I like to see this these couples come for full circle by, you know, meeting each other, fighting, and sometimes you get a little taste of how they repair it. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen very often on this show.
No,
It
no.
doesn't.
And
It's a
yeah, and
rarity.
I think he says, like, "Sorry, my love," like, in Portuguese.
Yes.
And so it's you can see again how the language, they have a commonality, right? We could see that.
Yeah.
We see it, yeah. Like, when they were spidering, we could see that
When
they
they're
had that
spidering.
connection. Yeah.
I
And
know.
he's like, "Look, we have to make a wedding, and that has an expiration date, so let's focus on that and not the closet." So he's just very matter of fact in how he deals with things.
And
Now
also how he changed was, you know, he
mhm.
gave her the credit card. He was very concerned about the money, but then he said, "If you want to go shopping, I'll take you shopping."
I think there's just gonna be a lot of back and forth there. Like,
Yeah.
if you're so concerned about the money, then don't give her the credit card,
Yeah.
or give
Yeah.
it, it's like that's
But
just setting up for
but
fighting.
you know, now if you dissect what Mallory did with Rosh, she actually wrote down in black and white, these are the bills. You
Right.
know, Thomas did not do that with her.
But also, I mean, she runs a business.
Yeah,
She gets it,
she gets
like,
it.
she's
Yeah.
had a life, Yeah,
She's
she's
had
lived
a
a
life.
life. She's independent.
Hey, if she wants to buy a mini couch for manifestation, be my guest. Do it.
Yeah, yeah, you
Mhm.
do you. Hmm.
You do
In
you.
their next segment, they're on their way to the Queen Mary, the ship where they want to get married on.
Yeah.
And I love whatever he's driving. It reminds me of my watermelon cart in China.
Yeah. What
I
in
want
the
one of those.
world
I
was
don't
that
know.
thing?
I don't know. Do you think it
It
was like
wa
a rental?
It must have been a rental because when I first saw them, I'm like, are they on a tandem bike? I
It was
didn't
so
know
cute. Yeah.
it was really
So cute. Whatever. It was so cute.
it was so cute. They were kind of basically on top of one another, operating this thing. And I thought it was really cute. And he was saying, "Look how beautiful it is out. It's nice to get air." And love was in the air at that moment. You know,
Yeah. It was
until
adorable. And then we meet Captain James, who is your favorite. Is he one of your favorites? He's
he's
up
one of
there.
my favorites. Yeah.
Hmm.
I want to
I
know your
think,
take on Captain James.
oh, I have a take. So he's like an actor, right? I think that's a good job for Mito when he leaves Debbie and goes to Hollywood. Sorry, Debbie. Or moves with
Uh,
Debbie to Hollywood. I
that
think that he would be a good captain on a ship. That's a good gig for
so
him.
you think that Captain James was more of a maitre d than an actual captain of the ship?
Oh, totally, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not a great one at that, the way he was saying his
No.
lines.
No, they were all scripted.
He would get a C minus
He would get
in the
maybe a
acting class.
C minus. That's a little on the generous side.
Yeah, well, yeah, Jimmy would give him an F probably. He's a tough grader.
Yeah, he's a tough grader.
And the interesting thing for me, actually, the most interesting thing about this segment was, actually they agreed on the venue.
Yeah.
And I think the interesting part was she's like, "Do you think your family is going to come?" And
Yeah.
usually the Americans' family comes, right? And it's the foreign family
Yeah.
who can't make it or whatever, or maybe they can come but here we're like, "Oh, and then I realize this is why he's the way he is. We have to meet his family. What is
Yeah.
going on? Why is
Yeah.
he acting like this?" I also think some of why he acts like this too is probably he must have been sick a lot as a kid if he had like IBS or Crohn's,
Yeah.
as a
Oh,
kid.
absolutely. Sure.
And people probably dismissed that. And, I don't know. That's just some thoughts. But then in their last segment, they are flying to the Carolinas and we're going to meet the dad and the stepmom. And she's
Mhm.
lying out all her tiny stuffs on the seatback tray.
I
And
know.
it's fun. They're
It's
happy
funny.
traveling together. I thought of you guys. Because when I was watching it, like you and my sister were probably still on the airplane.
Probably,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
And
And,
you notice Thomas was not making fun of her while she was putting all the little tiny things out.
I get annoyed when he does because he's just so
So do
dismissive
I.
of it. It's like, let it go.
Let her go,
Dude, just let
dude.
it go. Yeah.
Let her
If you're
let
going
her
to be
do
with
it.
this woman, she's not going to change.
No. And you don't want to, you know what? You don't want to change the person that you choose to be with. You don't want to change them.
So Carl on Love Island, I know you like Carl. You call him America's sweetheart.
Yeah.
Carl said that there's a Chinese idiom that is something like this. It's easier to move a mountain than it is to change a man. Yeah. So
Powerful statement.
powerful statement from Carl.
That's a powerful
And
statement.
yeah, and it's like just yeah, I'm tired of hearing him. Like, look, I think it's nonsense too, like this manifestation, whatever. But if that were my partner, it would get old if I just kept saying that, right? Like, I wouldn't, like, I
What do you
wouldn't
mean you would get tired of saying what?
of saying of if my partner had something that okay, Mark is fixing the washing machine.
Yeah.
Can I a million times take digs at him because I think he's not going to fix the washing? I don't think it's going to get fixed. By my taking digs at him, it's not helpful. I'll just let
No.
him
Yeah.
try to fix it. And if he fixes
Yeah.
it, great. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. We'll deal with it, right? Like,
Right.
I can't let him fix the washing machine and then take digs at him for a week while he's trying to do it. Like,
Right.
and I think it's the same thing. Like, if your partner is buying tiny stuffs in order to manifest furniture or bigger things.
Yeah.
And you think it's ridiculous. Okay. But by you saying it's ridiculous every day is really not helpful.
It's hurtful.
It's, you know what it's like? It's like, I don't know. Whenever you talk about your other podcast, the comedy podcast, the podcast at the comedy club, and
Yeah.
whenever you mention it, and my sister says it's not funny, it's like
Well,
that.
I think I've told you the few times that she has said that,
Mm-hmm.
I was very hurt by it because she said it in front of other
Yeah.
people. She said it
Yeah.
in front of other people. If she just
Yeah.
said it to me
Yeah.
and we were by ourselves, because I know it's not funny,
Right.
but
It's not the point.
it's not the point. She has said it in front of other people, which was kind of embarrassing to me. Yeah,
Right.
I thought it was
Right.
a little hurtful,
Right.
a little, yeah.
I think that's like public facing. Like if
Mhm.
Thomas is saying to the camera, to other people, to the world, like saying, like this is too ridiculous, whatever. That's public facing. It's not private. So I think it's different. You know, I think it just comes off like I'm tired of hearing him say to us, to other people, that something that she really believes in is ridiculous.
Yeah, and there's other things
That's what I mean. Yeah.
there's another big thing about relationships. When you have a problem with someone in your relationship, obviously these people are on a world stage. Everybody's watching them, right? But in a
Right.
real relationship, like, you and I are kind of private about our relationships, certain things need to be said behind closed doors,
Right.
you
Right.
know?
Right.
That's like relationship rule 101.
Look, they've been dating for a while, right? So
Yeah.
in my mind, this is like his first serious relationship. I don't know if that's true, but it seems that way
Yeah.
because they've been dating for a while. He's only 31. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. But for her, I think she's lived a fuller life as far as
Absolutely.
relationships go.
Yes.
And I don't know if she, like you, is interested in the Gottman Institute, but she seems to be someone who maybe is interested in how to, I don't know. You know what? I'll let that one go. I'm not sure, but she seems to me like she's, I don't know, seen a therapist or would have thought about these things in a way that maybe he is not doing, but that's total projection. I don't know.
You bring up a great point. That you're a perfect
Thank
straight
you.
man, leading me into a question.
Okay.
Out of all of these people, who do you think goes to therapy?
Oh, okay. So Marissa, because she's from New York.
Okay.
Everyone in New York has a therapist.
Sure. On speed dial.
On speed dial. Yeah. But
Yeah.
that aside, I mean, probably no one is the problem. I mean,
I don't think.
Catie.
Are you laughing at my face?
I'm just laughing at like the whole situation.
Yeah.
And
it's not laughable, but I know why you're laughing.
All right. Before we move on to
yeah.
Catie and Josh, let's can we just talk about Rini? Because like I really want to know, is she aware of her star potential?
I think she is. Believe it, I think she's smarter than we all give her credit for, because you see her like in this oversized T-shirt, and she's in her farm clothes, and she says to Paula that, well, those aren't farm clothes, the skort, whatever she calls it, right?
Yeah, and I'll say like also like she doesn't match the dad. Like if I were playing the game,
No, she does not
who
match
goes with
that
who,
dad.
they don't seem right. So is she putting on
No.
her farm clothes? They have a beach house too, apparently. Like maybe she's different at the beach and she's just playing up the farm life. But I will say this, I like the farm. I like the idea that you can, as a guest, stay in your own little trailer. I think that's so cool.
I thought
I would
that
love
was
to do that.
really I thought that was really sweet. She had it all set
Yeah.
up with flowers
Yeah.
and lights inside. Yeah. I thought it
I
was
want to get a
awesome.
trailer on my mom's property when I come visit.
Yeah, instead of sleeping in a tent in the backyard, which I've heard of.
I do sleep in a tent in the backyard at my
I
place. You
know.
know, it's like, it's so wonderful. They have such a nice yard. So,
Oh, their backyard is so lovely, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
the only problem is when I set up the tent and sleep in my parents' backyard is my dad's grass gets like a patch on it. He's not a fan. And the
No.
sprinklers has to get turned off. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Dad, get me a trailer.
Get me a trailer.
So they have a nice, well, actually, it's really, really funny because the dad does say something like, we'll have a nice visit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure everyone will be happy when they leave. Like,
Yeah.
this is a reconciliation visit.
Yep.
And Rina's like, yeah, especially me. And then she laughs. Like, she says it all deadpan, and then she laughs. And so that's why I think she knows her star potential. I think she's like a very good actor.
Maybe she really is thinking, wow, I'm going to make it big by just being me.
And then the other question
funny.
about them is the problem arose, as they put it, from the last time they went to, visit his family. First, they visited his mom because the parents are divorced. So they visited mom first. And the stepmom saw on social media that Paula posted all these sort of positive interactions she had with the mother, and it pissed off Rini.
Yeah.
And, okay, doesn't that just seem like that's got to be somehow not true? Like something else went on?
It's not. It's so either we're missing something went on, or Rini is just very immature. I don't know. We don't know.
Right.
We don't know.
That's why I think Rini is so compelling.
Rini is very compelling. Yeah. She is.
I hope she comes to the wedding.
I hope she is.
Well,
dressed like that in a t-shirt.
We don't see the mom, do we? Did we see pictures of the mom?
Nope.
So maybe she didn't sign off on being part of this. So maybe she won't be at the wedding.
Or maybe we'll see her next week. I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of like throwbacks to Julia on Brandon's parents' farm with the whole she's not dressed appropriately for this and she's trying to feed the animals and, So, yeah, it was a little comedy there. And it's just very sweet. She's a good sport because she's a city girl.
Yeah. I thought Paula handles herself very well.
Yeah, we like her.
Yeah, I do.
I want to hang out with her.
I do.
Okay, so Catie and Josh. Who needs therapy more here?
That's a great question. Who needs therapy more, him or her?
Because, in our last conversation that we had in our last podcast episode, we were saying that we found Josh very compelling, more compelling than her.
Yes.
And this just gets harder and harder to watch. It starts out, I think she's retching, if I remember correctly.
She's retching, and she's in the bathroom saying, my tummy is unwell.
Yeah. And then, if you notice, those welcome balloons that she bought for him, they're still fairly inflated and they're deflating.
I know. Yeah.
So it's like he is still quite new to this situation.
He's quite new, and the apartment
the balloons are still there.
The apartment is just a wreck.
Yeah, they have that concrete floor, but they're just on cardboard. They're sitting on cardboard having a relationship talk.
Yeah, I know.
Scribbles would love it.
Oh,
he loves cardboard.
He would be listening to the conversation, chewing on the cardboard.
Yeah, I said I would like for her to pet sit my rabbit, but I am second guessing that.
Yeah, you're rethinking that one, huh?
I'm rethinking that. Yeah,
I don't blame you. Blame you.
Oh gosh,
there's so
hard
many
to
things
watch.
there's so many things. I don't know
I'll
where
give
to
you the
start.
play-by-play. I'll just say it like it is. Okay, so
Yeah, go ahead.
She's like, oh, this is the present from Ryan. It's still unopened.
Oh my God, what she's yeah.
And then it flashes to her speaking to the camera, and she's like, I'm dying. And then she kind of buzzes like a bee.
Yeah.
And she looks bloated. She looks hungover, obviously. And she's like, I don't remember what happened. She asks Josh to tell her what happened. And Josh says, you were literally trying to make out with anything that moves. She says, I'm sorry. He says, sorry stops meaning anything after a while. I'm going to just paraphrase here. Like, after some time, you want to see action.
Well, he said sorry doesn't mean anything after you're saying it so much.
Right. Right. And this is where we get the title of the episode from. Actions speak louder than words.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to paraphrase here. What is going through your head like when you have a partner who you love and who loves you, right? And after a few drinks, you just want to kiss other people. And she's like, well, I can love you, but also want to make out with everyone else. And he's like, even if they don't want to, like Mark didn't want to. And she says, I don't want to cross his boundaries. And
Oh
Josh
my
says,
God, yeah.
but you're hurting my boundaries.
Yeah.
This is the word hurt again, hurting
Yeah.
my boundaries. And it's like cringy, right? And then she wonders if she's made other people uncomfortable because, she's noted in the past that other people don't want to hang out with her.
Because of her behavior.
Yeah, right. And he's like, look, can we talk about us?
Yeah, because she said I've lost friends.
Yeah.
Because of my drinking. And are these people going to want to hang out with me anymore? She was more concerned about that during the segment. And then she finally says it was almost like an afterthought as I was watching it is I'm afraid of losing Josh. I'm afraid I'm going to push him away.
I see that you can see it as an afterthought. I think, and maybe this is a generous interpretation, I think that is her main concern, but it's so hard for her to talk about. It's she kind of breaks down and cries at that point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's really tough to see.
Yeah. Listen, I am not a professional. I've said it many times, but I think she needs, there's something bigger going on with Catie than that needs to be addressed.
I think, look, everyone's got an opinion on Catie, and it's not good.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so clear to me that if you can hear yourself saying that because of this behavior, here it happens to be drinking and making out when drinking, but it, that has caused me to lose friendships. And it's happened before, and I'm afraid it's going to push Josh away. It's very clear that the drinking and the making out, right, is affecting her quality of life and is the problem.
Yeah.
Whether you want to call her an alcoholic or call her whatever, doesn't even matter, but she needs help for that problem because it's affecting her life.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
If you're dating someone, you love someone, and they have this behavior, do you stick it out?
Well, this is Josh's question. And now he's posing a kind of British ultimatum, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Like he's saying, I'm not going to have this conversation again. We kind of know that he is, but
yeah.
Yeah. And this is the question that I asked you before we even knew the couples and we only had the trailer and some like little blurbs about them from like the People's Magazine or something. And in our very first podcast episode where we were talking about them, and the question was like, would you be more willing or receptive to staying with someone under these conditions where they want to make out with other people if it's coming from a place of they have a disorder? Like at that time we thought it was OCD, and she says it's OCD, so I could just take it on face value. I don't want to re-diagnose her. I'm not in that position.
Right.
I mean, my read on it is she was in school and she was diagnosed with OCD. And she might also have other issues going on.
Yeah.
Or it was a misdiagnosis. I don't know. But it's like that's the diagnosis that she's hanging on to. And maybe she hasn't seen a therapist or been reassessed in a while, right? That's probably what's happening. And on top of that, there's the drinking and stuff. And she could benefit, obviously, from seeing another professional, right, who can reassess her diagnoses and see what's happening there and help her further, right? Okay. Now, would I be more willing? Would I be staying with her? Look, if it's so easy for me to say, no, absolutely not. She's crossing my boundaries. I would leave. And yet many of us in many situations have our boundaries crossed, and yet we still stay with the person for various reasons, right? So, I don't want to speak from that point of view, but like, it seems obvious to me that like I could say one thing, like Mark, for example, could never. He could never, ever. You, for example, could never.
No.
You seeing your loved one making out with someone else again and again would be so disturbing. You couldn't do it. Josh is cut from a different cloth.
He is. And I don't know if that makes it,
when they first met, she had made out with a few other people, and then he walked her home, and then they made out, and then they continued their relationship, right? So that for you also, I don't see you making out with that person either in that situation. I see you walking that person home, and that's it. I just think men of a certain age in particular, I do think, will get skeeved out when you see a woman making out with other people.
It's not being skeeved out. It's not being skeeved out.
No, it's boundary crossing. But I also think you would be skeeved out. I just do.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be skeeved out for me. I think it would just be so blatantly disrespectful when you're dating someone and you profess your love for them.
Totally.
And they get drunk and they're making out with other people.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Which leads me to
but hang on, here's my question. I want to go back. We'll get back to your personal anecdote, but I'm curious to know, like, when you watch Love Island and you see they make out and then they make out and then they make out with the next person and then the next person, is that skeevy to you?
Yeah, it's totally unsanitary. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so I think that within it, the premise itself.
Yeah, that wouldn't be my. That would. I
got to be right
first.
In the situation, so I'm.
Yeah, you're right in that aspect.
Yeah.
I just.
Okay, you said I was right. We can move on.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You were saying you were going to give a story, I think.
I dated someone who had a drinking problem.
Okay.
And I had a hard time with it because number one, I am not a drinker, never was. And this person was, when she drank, she got very angry.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, very, very angry, where she actually told her mother to her face to F herself.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was very disturbing. And, it was very disturbing, and I just couldn't. No.
Yeah.
I was not prepared.
If you have to be with someone who's a drinker, like gun to the head, had to, would you rather the person be an angry drinker or a drinker who makes out with randos at a bar?
I'd rather deal with someone that's angry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you see, I'd rather actually, it's really interesting. What a compelling question.
Yeah. Great question.
Do tell us in the comments what you would prefer.
Yeah.
I think to me anger is like so out of control and so scary that I'd rather see them making out with randos. Yeah, that's.
I just I wouldn't be able to get those visions out of my head, I don't think.
Yeah, men of a certain age in particular.
Are you saying I'm
old? No, I'm saying you're a man of a certain age. I think they're a different generation. I think in our generation, something like Love Island would have been really something that men could not watch. Their quote unquote.
It's true. When I watched it with you and I saw, the Persian cat coming out and making out with every single one of them. It was so cringeworthy watching that. Like, that's okay.
What I loved was after that, how then afterwards, then all the ladies came back and like they intermixed and were like introducing their actual names, and it seemed so awkward. Like, oh hi, I'm Pramita. Hi, I'm and they're shaking hands, and it seemed kind of awkward. But yeah, I know that's.
But it wasn't just making out. They were bumping and grinding and doing all sorts of other things. Yeah.
Yeah. The point is, like, those makeouts weren't anything real. They were just full on, very, what's the word? Just very, like.
They were overtly sexual to me.
Yeah. Like there was no connection other than
they were
just
getting
1, 2, 3, get at it.
Yeah, it was basically a lap dance on TV.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I don't know how else to put it.
I love how you're like on your honeymoon with my sister, and then I'm like, come on, let's watch Love Island. And like no one wanted to watch it but you.
No,
So
no.
you're such a good sport.
I love it.
I love you.
I love you. And I'm holding, speaking of love, I'm holding my little collectible from Zeus.
Oh, yes. Zeus, you have to sponsor us.
I don't even want to open it because it's a collectible from you.
Zeus is a local coffee shop here.
Yeah.
Well, it's local. It's also a chain. Oh, you should open it. It's like a little Zeus commemorative.
I love them.
I don't know. Okay, so our conversation is long. It's amazing, but we do need to get to Shea and Annabelle. And I know. I did not enjoy this. Can we just jump to the part where out with Allison? Because I find Allison to be compelling.
Apple pie for my pretty pie.
What the hell was that?
Shea
It was the
said
drink
that.
he made. He made that drink. It was an apple pie, I think.
I don't
The
know.
drink he was holding may have looked like
Yeah,
apple.
maybe it was an apple pie or get the apple pie for my pretty pie. I'm like, Jesus God.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, it starts out with he's dumping the couch. Mark says the funniest thing all episode. He says, I'm surprised that a man of his stature can dump that couch
Oh,
on
yeah.
his own.
It did show me a lot like, wow, he must be pretty strong. That's not an easy thing to do.
I guess. Yeah, he does it. What you do for love, superhuman
What you do
strength.
for love. Oh, yeah. Bring it on,
And
Shea.
she doesn't. So Annabelle, like, he comes back and they talk about the situation. She gives an ultimatum. Annabelle gives the ultimatum of not wanting him to talk to Nicole anymore.
Yeah.
And he does promise. Eventually, he does make the promise. But he's going to talk to her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So moving on. So they go to the lake house. And Annabelle's like, it's very interesting because Shea has 2 houses and only Annabelle and him live in these houses. But in the Philippines, she lives in a house with extended family.
Yeah.
Which sets up how different things are for her and her, her situation. Also, like, I haven't spent much time in the Philippines, but I could tell you from my short stint there, they are very family oriented. When they travel like with the extended family. They love they travel. The Lonely Planet, which is the guidebook, says that don't be surprised if checking into your hotel room next to you is a Filipino family of like 10 and a karaoke machine. And I will tell you, it is so true. Like everywhere we travel to hotels where locals will stay because that's what we like to do. But yeah, it was very true. The whole extended family travel together. They bring the karaoke machine. They bring a barbecue. They barbecue outside the hotel grounds. And it's very different but very family oriented. So yeah, I would think it's strange for her also. Like not just in the sense of, hey, he has 2 households. How fortunate is he? But also it's a bit eerie in a way too.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
No, I was just going to ask you something about Shea because Shea's really I told you there's something that he does that really bothers me.
Oh yeah, what is it? I mean, so much bothers me about him.
So
what
much
really
bothers me.
you?
Well, first of all, I don't think he's a very honest person when it comes to Annabelle.
No, he's not. But he's a liar.
Every time she kind of gives in to him.
Yeah.
Like she says, I feel like the relationship is a lie, but I love him. I'm willing to listen. Every time they're near each other and he guides her and he grabs the back of her arm.
Okay.
I notice this all the time. Mm-hmm. And it's like his hand is firmly on the back of her arm. All right, go, like he's almost pushing her. And I'm like, wow, he's kind of squeezing in the back of her arm. I'm like, I don't know if that's a control thing. I don't know if that's just being an asshole. I don't know. But it really bothers me because I would never dream about taking Jen's arm and saying, "Okay, let's go." That's,
Right.
I don't care where you're from. No, you just don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I
Yeah.
I will
Next
pay
time you'll
attention
know
for that.
he does
Yeah.
it. He does it quite often. He
I
does it
bet he
quite
does.
often. Yeah.
And we'll definitely pay attention. Now it'll be one of those things where I can't stop seeing it.
Yeah. And remember,
But
55 is the new 35.
which is great news for me as I'm approaching 50. So I guess
Yeah.
I'm only approaching 30.
You're 29.
What's really funny is like there's like no maybe I'm wrong here, but what 50-year-old wants to go back to 30? Like health-wise, I get it. Like the way
Yeah.
the body works, fine.
Yeah,
But
but not in the
dude,
world.
not after you watch Love Island. It's
No. Did you notice
like,
how easy the Jaeger bomb Annabelle drank it so easily?
yeah. Did you ever find yourself in a situation where you're like, I am not drunk enough. Like I'm too sober for my current situation, so I'll just take whatever is thrown in front of me. Just
Oh, that's good. Being a non-drinker from my whole life, I never had those feelings, but maybe is that what you're saying she was feeling possibly?
maybe. And look, maybe she likes to have some drinks now and then, and that's fine.
Maybe,
She
but
just
then
doesn't
then he's
want it to
telling her,
get
"Oh,
out
can you
of
start the
control.
chili?" He told her that was a
He tells her
manipulative
to go
thing.
start the chili.
Start the chili because
Yes.
he wanted to get a beer and talk to Allison.
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
tells Allison, like, "Hey, why were you telling her all the truths, essentially,
All the
right?
truths,
Without me."
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
without me to
And
defend myself.
Allison is hilarious because
She is.
she's loving every moment of this.
Oh,
It's
she's
like,
got some smirk on her face as she's talking
yeah,
to the
it
camera.
serves two purposes, right? One
Yeah.
is it's like she could get Annabelle out of the picture so she
Yep.
can continue the whatever relationship she has with her dad, right?
Yep.
And two, she can she can also do the sneaky confiding thing with Annabelle while also breaking things up, you know? So
Yeah.
she gets to do all of these things. And yeah, her face just really says it all, really. Um and
She's
there
gonna
is a
lose it.
great line.
She's gonna lose in the end.
Oh, Allison?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, you'd like to see her lose in the end just because
Yeah.
you like things to be right, or maybe she'll come. I would like to see her come to a realization where she could see where her father can have a spouse and she can still have a good relationship with her dad and
Yeah.
have this new alliance or friendship, right, with Annabelle. I would like to see that.
I would like to see that too. I don't know how.
I do love the line when he says, "We almost weren't married because of you." And Allison says, "Because of you, actually." Their
Yeah,
relationship is hilarious.
because oh. Yeah, Shea boy, he
And then
likes to
what's going
party.
Yeah, he
And
likes to
he's
party.
flirting with the women right in front of her.
Yeah. And I think a few things, right? A few things with that. There's Aspen. And he's like, "Yeah, Aspen is like if I was 21 years old, you wouldn't have
Yeah,
ever been here." That's different from flirting. That's hurtful. Like, that's like, if I had the chance with Aspen, you wouldn't be here, honey.
exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Yikes. And then he's like on his phone, and I'm not sure. Mark and I were talking, like, is he sending them money? Because he says, like, go get yourself an island. You can get
Yeah,
yourself your own island. And then he's dancing with two of the girls. And yeah, it seemed like he was sending them money and then they were dancing with him.
yeah.
I'm not sure because I don't know if that was
I
happening,
think I
but
don't think we're getting a snippet of all the things he's doing that are of a shady nature. I really don't.
I mean, I think if he did anything shady when the cameras were there that night, they would show it because it's compelling. But I don't know. This is enough to make me really pissed.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you said that because that's how I feel after especially watching this particular one. I was like, again, he's squeezing her arm, he's getting drunk in front of her, he's flirting with women, and he's telling Annabelle all these promises. He's giving promises to Annabelle. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm raising my voice, but it's just annoying.
Annoying is a word like that the kids say these days. They say everything is annoying. This
Well,
is
I am
annoying.
watching Love Island.
This actually is annoying.
I'm watching Love Island, so I'm getting it right from the young people.
Do you have a favorite Love Island term? Has it entered your vernacular yet?
I said to Jen the other day, she looked really nice. I said, "Man, you're looking tea." And she just looked at me. She goes, "You and my damn sister with that reality TV."
That is a great place to end.
That's a great place to end. Oh, I did.
I
was like,
gotta
"You're
go
looking
and
tea."
catch up on my Love Island.
Me too. Hey, if Michelle Obama's watching it, we better get on it.
Yeah, there you go. She's not watching 90 Day Fiance, but that's
No.
because she needs to watch. You know what? I don't need to tell Michelle Obama what she needs to do.
No, we don't,
okay.
do we?
She's busy with the new center opening.
She's busy with a lot of things. I'd like to end this
Mhm.
with a little love poem.
Oh, I love that.
It's very short. I saw it
Did
today.
you write it?
I did not. I saw it. In English, I say I miss you, but poetry from Keats says, "A room, the air I breathe in, that's empty of you is unhealthy."
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
So if anybody's listening to this program who's involved in 90 Day Fiance, remember those words before you start fighting with them.
Yeah. But if you're in Jersey, then it's like the air is just unhealthy.
It's very unhealthy.
I'm sorry, New Jersey. New Jersey's got so many wonderful places. I
It
feel the need to
does.
counter that dig by saying the gas stations in New Jersey are great.
The gas stations and some parts of the Jersey Shore are just beautiful.
Yeah. Like driving through Jersey is not all that bad.
No, especially Garden State Parkway, just like
Yeah.
where we just were. You'll never find a pothole.
Oh, right. Right. You're a road guy.
Yeah, I'm a road guy.
Well, we'll see what happens next week. I suspect Debbie and Midu will be back because we haven't seen them.
No.
Yeah,
I've
talk about
missed them
annoying.
terribly. I'm so sad I haven't seen Mito lately. I want to cry.
I miss Little Bit.
Oh, Little Bit. I miss Little Bit. Yeah.
And Astra. I like Astra. Although Mark,
Astra's
not so
funny.
much.
No.
Mark is not. Hey, this is not his podcast.
I know. It's not his rodeo.
That's right. All right, my bro-in-law. I hope you get over your jet lag.
Thank you, but I want to thank all our listeners.
Yes.
And they could find
I'm so
us
sorry. How rude of me.
They could find us on Instagram, realityinlaws.com. They could find us on YouTube.
Yes, we're on YouTube now.
We're on YouTube. Yeah. I'm pumped up. Really pumped up about that. It's great. I know. Great job as always. And it's a great job doing this with you.
Aw.
So much
fun. Such an easy grader. You're such an easy grader.
Oh, yeah. I'm an easy grader.
All right. Well, I hope you get over your jet lag real fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe swift. Ciao
and
for now.
I hope your little cold goes away quickly. Ciao, ciao.
Don't be like that. You wouldn't fool me, baby. Say that you love me. You shouldn't fool me.